We've got new custom build trade deadline cards, as well as a brand new Stars of the Month release. Let's break down all the latest content. Taking a look at the new custom build trade deadline cards first, we've got the 92 Jeff Carter. He was always one of the best hut cards in game just because of his size. He's got sniper and two-way forward, as well as shooting and defensive boost. And he also comes with 93 speed, excel, 92 agility, high 90s shooting, low 90s hand stats, and good body checking as well, and 95 face-offs. You can boost that even higher with defensive boost, and now you've got a 6'3", 219, 99 face-off centerman. They've done a pretty good job over the last month, giving us a ton of viable centerman options. He's got gold quick draw, but then also big rig and no contest, which you really aren't worth spending any ability points on, and then make it snappy, which with the way that this game is played, you probably want on almost every card you can get. Kevin Shattenkirk is up next from his time with the Washington Capitals, 6', 212, with two-way and offensive defenseman, as well as shooting and playmaking boost, 96 speed and excel with 94 agility. Two-way defenseman will help out his low 90s defensive awareness. He doesn't have great body checking, but he is pretty heavy at 212. Also has gold elite edges, which you could probably avoid using. Quick pick with the buff from the recent patch last week is something that you'd want to try out on many of your cards. It looks like they're trying to figure out a way to help with the forced cross grace meta that is being just plaguing the game right now. Tape to tape and seeing eye as well for some offensive help. Nothing crazy with his Shattenkirk, however. There were better options for you, but if he fell to like 100k or a little bit under, I'd be okay with that. And finally, we've got the trade deadline Jerome McGinley. Sniper and power forward, as well as checking and shooting boost, giving us a usable Jerome McGinley card, one of my favorite players of all time. He's got gold unstoppable force, back at you, which did get a buff, as well as born leader and snipe. 93 speed, excel, and agility, 94 balance. Sniper forward will almost max out his wrist shot. Mid-90s hand stats and good body checking as well. It's a fun-looking card. Nothing crazy either on this Jerome McGinley, but definitely an upgrade from his captain's card that has been out for a long time. We've also got a brand new Stars of the Month release featuring a 95 Leon Draisaitl. Finally, an extremely good Leon Draisaitl card because we just really haven't got. I'm just kidding. His skating is still absolutely abysmal. Good lord, he's 95 and he has 92 speed and 91 excel. Can't get to 93 acceleration. But man, they are just doing everything they can to make sure that even at 95 and above, their skating is still really hammered. Gold unstoppable force, no contest, tape to tape, 1T and snipe. The issue with this card is that it's important abilities. So 92 speed, 93 excel, endurance at 85, and that's with accelerator boost activated. Only has 91 face-offs. Like, it's just hard to justify what he is going to cost, and we'll go over the set costs in just a little bit. Next, we've got the 91 Joel Eriksson at 6'3", 207. Great center build, but again, lower face-off rating. He does get two-way to help out with that, but only 90 speed, 91 excel. Gold close quarters, unstoppable force, no contest, and tape to tape. This one I would leave for the Minnesota Wild fan. Robert Thomas is having a pretty good season as well. He gets speed boost to get him up to 92 speed, 91 acceleration. But again, the issue here is that we're getting to a stage of the game where a lot of the cards they've come out with are at least in the mid-90s of speed, and while it's not going to be a killer, it just really hammers the value when you consider what other cards in the 90 range are going for. For example, the 90 Captain's Dylan Larkin is far better than this card. Comes with tape to tape, puck on a string, make it snappy, and elite edges. Brandon Hagel gets an 89 with speed boost as well as playmaking forward. I actually don't mind this card for anyone that is just starting out a little bit later. 89s aren't extremely expensive, so if you are looking for a boost for left-handed wingers, Hagel could be it. David Goyette from the Sudbury Wolves, playmaking forward and shooting boost with gold shrug it off, which will be interesting. Again, I've really wanted to try that out. With make it snappy and unstoppable force, 93 speed, excel, 99 agility, 78 endurance. He does have max shot power, as well as pretty good hand stats, but obviously some attributes are really low. Next, we've got Gregor McLeod from the DEL with speed boost. Nothing, again, this is purely for fans of the player or a trade-in for power collectibles or whatever you want. Angus Crookshank, 10 out of 10 name. Again, that endurance on these cards, because they are AHLers or they started out as silver cards, their endurance is so low. Atlee Calvert gets one from the Moose Jaw Warriors. Johnny Evans, 5'9", 170, a little bit smaller from the ECHL. Vili Kuvinen, Thomas Filippi, and rounding out the month with Michael Spacek. Now, on defense, we've got a 95 Roman Josi card, 93 speed and excel, 97 agility, endurance gets up to 93, also very good abilities. Elite edges, seeing eye, quick pick, send it you can ignore, and shutdown. Shutdown and quick pick would be a pretty nasty combo, in my opinion. He's got max defensive awareness, so anyone looking for a Roman Josi card, this is a very good one. Shea Theodore's had a really good bounce back month after being injured for a while. He's got gold puck on a string. string, which is interesting on a defenseman. But quick pick, again, you're starting to see quick pick on a lot of cards because they are trying to fix the forced cross creases. His skating is pretty rough, though, and that's with accelerator boost activated. We've got Jonathan Putis with speed boost, but again, that's 78 endurance and smaller size. Daniel Norbe with heat seeker, shutdown, and tape to tape. Torrey Krug. It's been a while since we've had Torrey Krug cards. Small, really small, though. Shrug it off is kind of fun if you carry the puck out with him, but with such low skating, you're probably not going to do that. And finally, Logan Rowe. 6'4", 205, 91 speed, 87 acceleration. Big discrepancy there, as well as seeing eye. If you are brand new to your team, like you're just building your team, this would actually be a half decent one just because of the skating. And then in net, we've got Remy Delafontaine, 6 foot with nothing great in terms of abilities or attributes. And then the 92 Sergei Bobrovsky. He's got 93 speed, gold showstopper, which is great, as well as light work. That's all you really need. But again, there's probably bigger options for you. Now, the Stars of the Month set operate like they always have in the Stars of the Month sets. We've got the February Stars of the Month. However, you can't even make the Star of the Month card that you want, regardless of the cost. All they've given you now is a 27 collectible choice pack, and the cost to make these is roughly around 80 to 85,000 coins for 27 collectibles. And again, because you can't even choose what one you want, not a big fan of those odds. I mean, to break even, you're going to need something that's over 89 plus. And when you consider that you've got Leon, Eriksson Ek, and Robert Thomas, as well as Roman Josi and Shea Theodore, that's 5 cards that will effectively be worth the cost to make one of these choice packs. You would have to get pretty bailed out for them. Now, be on the lookout for a lot of trade deadline card updates over the next day or so. For example, Sean Walker got moved to Colorado, Adam Henrique is an Oiler, Tarasenko is a Panther, and Noah Hannafin is a Golden Knight, because of course he is. There looks to be a lot more movement, including Jake Gensel, so if you have any of these cards, just hold on to them, wait for their upgrade, and then you could trade them in. You're probably not going to make any coins selling them, because a lot of people have these cards, so just keep that in mind. Also, don't forget about your daily free pack that EA is giving out. This is presumably to help with the absolutely abysmal event that they released with needing multiple collectibles that are random to acquire, so just make sure you're taking advantage of that as well. Again, none of these cards are even close to being worth being made. I mentioned that on my latest video, but make sure that you're at least getting these cards. That's going to do it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.